And bringing you on an enhanced training video by Dr. Donna Antarr. Just a little bit background about her. She got her BA in Honors and Food Science, and she turned down Harvard Medical School to go to the University of San Diego. Wow. She has a master's in exercise physiology, and also she's a professional ballet dancer. Well, I might add, she's very well-rounded. And she's also one of the key person behind Nara Collagen drink. So ladies and gentlemen, let's watch this video.
Hi everybody, this is Dr. Donna Antarr, and as you can see, this is our YES system for Youth Enhancement System, and today we're going to talk about Nara. And the Nara comes in either packets or a jar, and it doesn't matter really which one. And Nara means young woman, young beautiful woman. And that's from a tribe in Brazil. Well, what does that mean? It's because Nara is beauty from the inside out. And you know, all of that has to do with collagen, because collagen is, gosh, 70% of our skin is collagen, and 30% of our whole body is made out of collagen protein. So why is that so important? Well, it's so important because by the age of 30, you have fibroblasts, which make collagen. They're the cells that make collagen, and they're less than they were, I don't know, 20 years ago. And what happens is that means your body's making less collagen. We have less and less collagen as we get older. Well, now, I didn't mean older. I meant have more years. Because, you know, there's a difference between older and just having more years. And at Jeunesse, we have the Youth Enhancement System, and we have more years, but we're not necessarily older. So anyway, I just wanted to get that across. Now, when you look at just the individuals, so you see a young woman from 20s to 30s, and you see the skin matrix below. You see collagen, elastin, and fibroblasts. Now remember, the fibroblasts are the cells that make collagen. And then the elastin is like a little knot or so that holds the collagen together. And you can see that there's a very high density. There's a lot of these collagen strands in the skin. And it's like a foundation. It's a scaffolding. It's what holds the skin together. It's what makes it elastic, and it's what makes it firm and not sag, is that dense collagen matrix there. Now, when we look at the second picture, and we see the lady in her maybe early 40s, or maybe early 50s, somewhere in there, we see less fibroblasts, less of those little purple molecules. Well, again, that's what I said before. When you have less fibroblasts, there's less of them to make, you make less collagen because you don't have as many. Now, it's also because you don't have the building blocks, which is why taking collagen is helpful. So, but take a look at the scaffolding, that foundation I talked about. There's a depletion of pretty much everything. The elastin, the little dots of the elastin, and especially the collagen. There's not that high dense strands of collagen holding the skin up like a foundation or a scaffolding. And you can see that the reason, not the complete reason, but one of the main reasons why skin gets wrinkles is because of that loss of structure. So now the skin has no structure, bam, it can dip. And that's where that first fine line can come from. Now, the last picture, and this lady is either in her mid-50s, maybe early 60s, she could be 80, you know. But the point is that now there's even less. There's less collagen. There's very low density of collagen and elastin. So the skin, although looks very nice, you can see the difference, and that difference is because now that little dip in the skin has even less support, and so the wrinkle gets deeper. This is, again, why that structure of the collagen is so important for the fine lines and wrinkles, and even here in this picture, the deep lines, because again, less collagen structure lets the skin drop and sag, and that's where wrinkles come from. So I want you to, just take a look at just the skin. Just look at the skin, the three next to each other, and you can see this huge difference between how everybody starts out. And again, this is a natural process. It is what's considered a natural aging process. But if we can help it, and we can and support the body's natural aging process, we can make a difference in how we look and how we feel, and also, by the way, how healthy the skin is. Because remember, the skin is the largest organ in the body. So how healthy the skin is. So just take a look at the first picture, and then you have less structure, so you get that fine line, and then you have even less structure, and you start getting deeper lines and more of the sagging component of the problem with the skin. And that is why taking collagen, and especially the hydrolyzed collagen, because it can get absorbed, is so important to maintaining this natural aging process to be even better. So as again, the collagen goes down, now you have all those things that go along with it. Here's the thing about collagen though, it's a huge molecule. It is just huge. So it's too big to be absorbed. So what do? That's why it's called hydrolyzed collagen. And that's because they take water molecules and they break down the collagen, and they break it down into bigger molecules, and then they take specific enzymes and they break those molecules into specific peptides. And those are bioactive collagen peptides. Now, these small peptides, they're smaller so that they can get absorbed, and they're lighter. They're what's called a low molecular weight. You can't even feel them, but they're very small and very light. That means they can get to where they need to go and help the body replace the collagen. Now, we get collagen from different vendors because of different markets in different countries. So you may notice a little bit of difference in the serving size, or how many servings, or how long, or the different studies. But all of these collagens are backed by scientific studies that show the great similar benefits. The benefits are all awesome. So it doesn't matter which one. So there you go. So that is for the collagen part of Naara. Now we also add vitamins and minerals, vitamin C, B3, niacin, vitamin E, B12, zinc, B6, biotin, pantothenic acid, and this is really important, all the vitamins and minerals, because they play a role in working with the collagen that we're now taking internally, working with the collagen to assist the collagen in doing what we want it to do, get into the skin and do all of those positive things for us. So, for example, vitamin C. Vitamin C plays an essential role in the synthesis of collagen. So in other words, the body needs enough vitamin C to make sure we can make the collagen from the building blocks that we get with Naara. So instead of just assuming you might have enough vitamin C, we added the vitamin C to Naara. And there was even a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed the higher vitamin C intake of a person, it was associated with a lower likelihood of wrinkled appearance. Now, I know it's science, so they have this tendency of making the sentence harder than it is. Basically, it means if you intake more vitamin C, you are more likely, like it's more common, that you have a less wrinkled appearance. So that is something very important about vitamin C. And it also not only helps the synthesis, but the absorption of collagen, which is obviously key because you can't make it if you didn't absorb it in the first place. So what's one of the other vitamins? Well, you have biotin. Biotin is amazing. Biotin is sometimes called vitamin H, sometimes it's called B7, and it's a cofactor. In other words, a lot of enzymatic reactions need biotin to actually work. That's what a cofactor means. Like all these enzymatic chemical reactions that happen in the body won't happen if you don't have biotin. And studies show that when you supplement biotin, you have, well, in people that have a deficiency in biotin, those people tend to have fragile nails, hair loss, and when you supplement them with biotin, you're going to get improvement in their clinical picture. So you get an improvement when there was a deficiency of the biotin. And how do you know if you have deficiency? I don't know. Do you eat perfectly? That's kind of that's the way I look at it. Hard to eat perfectly and get everything you need all the time. So again, we take no chances at Jeunesse. We put it in Naara. So what's the next one? There's vitamin E. Vitamin E is also called alpha tocopherol. Alpha tocopherol is an antioxidant. It's one of the main antioxidants, you know, of your A and C and those kinds of things. And there is positive evidence of the effects of vitamin E in the cases of nail brittleness in people with eating disorders. So if people have eating disorders, they have a tendency not to have as much vitamin E as they should, and they will have brittle nails. And you get positive benefits of that when you supplement them with vitamin E. So again, collagen important and vitamin E important for nails. Then there's zinc, because remember I said vitamins and minerals. So zinc is a very essential mineral, and deficiency in zinc leads to problems in nail growth, in hair, in the sense that it just doesn't grow correctly, it's not shiny, it's not full. So again, when you supplement zinc, you help both of those. And it's really important, and again, just to make sure that Naara has everything it needs to work with the collagen correctly, we add zinc. Now, some vitamins just work together, and that would be like B6, B12, and niacin, which is also called B3. And they found that those vitamins in particular really promote and are supportive of healthy skin. Healthy skin is vital. Why? Because again, it's the largest organ in the body and it protects us from all sorts of things in the environment. So this is why these vitamins are important. And pantothenic acid, you may or may have not heard even of pantothenic acid. And it strengthens the hair bulb. And what do I mean by hair bulb? I mean the actual root of the hair, because if that's not strong, then you're going to be more likely to have broken hair, hair loss, and those kinds of things. But if the hair bulb is healthy and strong, which pantothenic acid supports, that's going to be it's going to be more healthy. And by the way, your texture of your hair is coming from the health of your hair bulb. So having good hair texture, easy manageable, all those kinds of things go along with also pantothenic acid. And again, so we add it to make sure. So those are all your vitamins and minerals for additional support to make sure our hydrolyzed collagen in Naara works the best that it possibly can. And we also put superfruits: blueberry, pomegranate, cherry, raspberry, acerola cherry, acai, and tangerine, and dark grapes. So what do all these superfruits do? They are amazing antioxidants, and that helps to protect the skin. And that's why you want those in there too, and that's why they're there to support all of the amazing ingredients in Naara. Now, there were studies done, and there was a study done with women ages 35 to 55, and it showed that one type of collagen increased skin elasticity up to 15% greater than placebo. And you can see that in the graph. Now, there was another study, again on this one type of collagen, or after 4 weeks, again 100 women, the other study was 69 women, this is 100 women, average age of 55, and here's what they saw. Look at those two pictures. You can see a decrease in the wrinkles around the eyes. Now, 4 weeks, again, after 4 weeks, 100 women, again aged 55, they showed that the collagen, the hydrolyzed collagen from Naara, helped to support a higher skin pro-collagen concentration. So the molecule before you get to collagen, and that concentration in the skin increased by 60%. And you can see that in the graph. Now, I like this slide because it shows see the little green, that's no collagen. In other words, you're not taking any supplemental hydrolyzed collagen, and then you can see so much more with the hydrolyzed collagen. Now, a placebo-controlled double-blind study showed that in 105 women from the ages of 25 to 50, it showed a significant decrease in their cellulite score. That's pretty amazing. And we mentioned before, don't forget about nails, because nails are less likely to chip, to peel, they grow better, there's healthier nails, and you can also see that from another kind of collagen, another hydrolyzed collagen, this time after 8 weeks, they asked in the study, the women, well, you know, I just want to say, not only women love Naara, men love Naara too, but in the studies, they do tend to use women, okay? So they asked these participants, women, if one, their skin was improved or better. Well, 68%, as you can see from the graph, says yes, their skin is improved and or better. Then they did a double-blind placebo-controlled study on women from ages 40 to 54, and those women drank either 1 serving or 2, because remember, for Naara, you can have 1 serving a day or you can have 2 servings a day. Perfectly fine. After 7 weeks, the women said, from 74% of the women to 81% of the women said their skin was better. And you can see from the graph that it wasn't necessarily the larger amount. So you don't have to take more, but you can if you want to. It does taste really good. The other thing is, what else can you do? Naara is awesome, but there's got to be something else in your lifestyle you can do to help your skin. Well, bone broth, olives, green vegetables, berries, tomatoes, beans, citrus fruits, avocado, so important. Avocado and salmon with that good fat. Good fat is important and healthy. You don't have to not have fat. You can have fat. Sweet potatoes. So what shouldn't you do? Well, getting too much sun is obviously, I don't think I have to tell you it's bad for your skin. Processed foods, bad for your skin. Smoking, bad for your skin. Too much alcohol, bad for your skin. And even being sedentary, just like laying around, not so good for your skin. So what are the key benefits of Naara? It helps skin on the entire body appear so much smoother, more supple. It supports strong nails, and it helps to maintain really healthy hair. Also helps with skin moisture and hydration. You know, we're always told to drink more water, partly to keep our body hydrated and our skin hydrated. And Naara helps with that too, helps it to keep in that hydration. Helps with skin firmness, skin elasticity, as you saw in some of those studies, and decrease the appearance of fine wrinkles. You saw that in the studies too. Overall, Naara is beauty from the inside out. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow, isn't that a fantastic video? Wow, I watched it. Wow, I love this video. I believe all of us, our pockets right now are full. We want to, and today we are in for a treat because I'm so delighted to invite here the lady behind, one of the lady behind Naara, Dr. Donna Antarr. Hello, Dr. Donna Antarr.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Wow. So happy. So delighted to see you. And thank you so much for waking up at 6 a.m. to be here on this call with us.
So happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. I love, I wish I was there because I love being in Malaysia and Singapore. So it's awesome. Thank you.
Wow, we can't wait to see you here, back here in KL and in Singapore. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you because I remember last year hosting the launch of Naara here in Malaysia in October 12th, and it was a huge success thanks to you and the scientific team behind this amazing collagen drink. So on behalf of everyone here on this Facebook Live, can I ask you a few questions?
Of course, that'd be great.
Wow, fantastic. Okay, so let me dive into it. The first question. Well, to you, Dr. Donna Antarr, what has been the most impressive about Jeunesse Youth Enhancement System?
Well, what's most impressive about the system is that it is a system. Things in the system, all the different products, whether they be beauty or wellness, they work synergistically together. And we pick them in the categories to do just that. Not only the categories to work synergistically together, but also categories that are in and of themselves huge categories, billion-dollar categories. So it's really nice to know that everything, now you don't have to take everything, but everything that's there can be used at the same time because that's how it was designed. Also, the things in the youth enhancement system are all science-backed, and that's really important. When I first came on board, Wendy Lewis, one of our co-founders, was so adamant about the fact that the products needed to be science-based. So any new products, because when I came in, there were just 3, any new products that were to be thought of would have to be science-based so that we had something different than anybody else out there.
Wow, I love what you say about a system and how synergistically this youth enhancement system come about. Wow, fantastic. Going on to the next question. Well, there are myths saying that after taking collagen, a person can get fat, or can women with fibroid consume Naara?
Yes, you are correct in calling it a myth. I don't know where this myth got started, but it is just that. It's a myth. It doesn't make any sense. Collagen has, it's proteins, it's little peptides, different kind of peptides than the peptides, for example, that are in the serum. You'll hear us talk about peptides there. Different than the amino acids that are in, for example, the fit drink or in a piece of meat or fish or chicken. They're different kind. They're collagen peptides. And you really can't get fat because they're protein. So fat is fat and protein is protein. So when you, for example, this right here, this amount, this is the volume of, let's see, I think it's 5 pounds, which would be what, 12 kilograms? Mm-hmm. Okay, something like that, of fat. Sorry, I only got the pounds thing in my head. But this amount is 5 pounds of muscle, okay, or protein, which is what collagen is a type of protein. So your body doesn't really turn collagen into fat. It can turn extra calories into fat. So if you're eating extra calories, yes, you could gain fat. But otherwise, Otherwise, no. The only other thing is you probably saw in that video that the collagen helps to, the hydrolyzed collagen of Naara helps to hold the moisture in the skin. So if you hold the moisture in the skin, your skin is more plump. It has a more moisture-filled look to it, which does, in some cases, make it look a little more plump. So maybe that's what people think is that they got fat. But if they really looked at their body composition, how much percent is fat and that kind of stuff, like I said, unless they're eating more calories and not doing any exercise, there's no way that Naara can make you fat.
Wow, I love what you're saying. Talking about calories, talking about collagen, both very different things that can make a person fat. Wow, okay. And how about the question on, can women with fibroid consume Naara?
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with fibroids. That's okay. A myth.
So both are myth. Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much for that. Third question, I believe this question, a lot of people has this in mind. Is it possible to take too much amount of collagen?
Okay, that's a great question too. If you remember, and you can watch it again, the video when I talk about the different studies. In the studies, you'll see that it's done with, depending on the collagen, in Malaysia, it's 2.5 or so grams. That's all. That's all you need of the hydrolyzed collagen. That is the dose that gives you the efficacy of all these studies. For Singapore, it's slightly different collagen, but it's still amazing. But for that collagen, you have to use at least 5 grams. But they're equivalent. 5, it's not more than. Okay, I just want to make that really, really clear. So using more doesn't necessarily get you more results, because all of their studies that the vendors have done, the manufacturers of the collagen, are done with those doses for them. So it's a very small amount that can get you these results. Now, can you take it? Those amounts are in 1 serving. Can you take it twice a day? Of course you can take it twice a day. I take it twice a day.
I take it twice a day too.
Yeah, you can take it twice a day. That's not a problem. You don't have to take it twice a day, but you can. To take it more than twice a day, I'm not really sure what you'd be getting out of it, because at a certain point, the skin, the hair, it can't absorb anymore. So you're just going to digest it. So you kind of be wasting this high-tech product.
Wow, I love what you said. I love the last part of what you said. You know, taking that amount in which 1 or 2 to whatever that our body is feeding, and taking that amount. Wow, I love it. Wow, I believe it answers a lot of people's questions today on this FB Live. And next question, could you briefly explain the synergy between Naara collagen drink and our Luminous skincare range?
Oh, I'd love to. We talk about Naara being beauty from the inside out. And of course, Luminous is beauty from the outside in, because it's a topical. They work so synergistically together, because there's only so much that you can get with the skin from the outside in. It's just missing some things. For example, if you remember again in the video, that those pictures of the young woman, the lady in her 40s or so, and then the lady over 50, you see the crosses of the collagen, right? And in the young woman, they're really dense. There's lots of them, and it looks like a very strong structure, like you could build a house. Well, you could build a house. The house is your skin, okay? And that's really important for firmness, elasticity, that bounce back that your skin has. So is moisture important for that bounce back? But that's really important. And that is what the outside in can't give you as much as if you have the building blocks, which is what the hydrolyzed collagen is, the Naara. Those are the building blocks for that collagen in the skin. And so that as we get more years to our life, never say older, because we're not older, we just have more years, okay? So as we get more years to our life, and if we didn't give ourselves collagen to help rebuild some of the structure that's disappeared, then we wouldn't have that double whammy. So we get the double whammy of the outside in and the inside out.
Wow, just like the youth enhancement system. It's like a system for that whole body. Wow, fantastic. I love how you say adding more years to our life, not old, just adding more years. It's a great way to say it. Wow.
It's true.
I love how you put it. One last final question before we let you go. Dr. Donna Antarr, is there anything else you would like to share with the audience today on this Facebook Live?
Oh, I would love to. I would love to share, again, something about the different synergies of the products, because a lot of people do ask me, can I take Naara with Revita Blue, for example? Yes, you can take both of them together. That doesn't make it work any less. Matter of fact, it makes it work more. So you can take them absolutely together. I put Naara, I put Revita Blue, and then I put cold water, and then I stir it up. So that's how I take it, and it tastes really good that way. And certainly, if it's in the morning or the night, you can take your AM and your PM with it. But especially when it's a drink, it's helpful to put the two together so that you want to drink more water. There's no doubt, okay? But you don't want to be waterlogged. You don't want to constantly think like, oh my God, I have so much water in my stomach that I'm sloshing around. You don't want to do that. So if you put them both together, yes, you put more water. Don't just put 8 ounces. You put more water, but you put like 12 ounces. Maybe you put 16. But again, it has a beautiful synergy, even with the efficacy of the products. So in other words, your Revita Blue is supporting your own natural stem cell system, and the collagen, Naara, is supporting the collagen in your body, and those two work synergistically together, not to mention that they taste great, and they do that. And the other thing that I just want to say is I'm so happy and proud. You guys are doing such an amazing job in Malaysia and Singapore. I'm very happy that both countries now have Naara. And it is, what's the word I'm looking for? It is, you should be proud also and feel good about the work that you're doing, because, we all know that it's a little stressful. Well, this is something that is a very positive thing in your life. It's a positive thing in my life. I think it helps people feel good. And that's extremely important. So keep doing the great work out there. Don't think nobody notices, because everybody notices what a great job you guys are doing. Thank you for letting me be on today.
Wow, thank you so much for your time, Dr. Donna Antarr. Wow, we can't wait to see you here back in Malaysia, back in Singapore.
Me too.
Wow, thank you so much. I hope that we can get you on the webinar soon, if you're still on this. But thank you so much.
Anytime. Wow. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and have the blessed day, right? We'll see you very soon. Thank you so much, Dr. Donna Antarr.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Bye-bye. Wow, folks. You've heard it from the best of the best, Dr. Donna Antarr. So if you want to know more how you can get started with Naara, please get back to your friends. I put you on this Facebook Live. Ask them, how can I get started with Naara? And well, folks, this is all the time we have today. So see you on the next Facebook Live. See you guys. Bye-bye.
six pack and